Aha! That's how that works. Figured it out. Figured it out. So I'm sorry for the movement and stuff here, but I'm gonna get my camera somewhere useful like that. All right, so take two. Hi, I'm Elizibar. No one's in here. I don't expect anybody to join because this is really just a test. This is a test of your emergency elizibar system. If this was an actual elizibar emergency, you would something something the somethings, right? Right. How far behind is the stream? Oh, okay, so it's like a 5 to 10 second delay. So anyway, I just thought I'd hang out here for a few minutes. No, I didn't even read this book yet. Is it any good? Let's find out. John Rosum, I don't know who that is. I don't know who Chi is. I don't know who Pablo Quiligati is. The art's okay. It's not a style I particularly like. Looks like a whole lot of talking. Ooh, hold on, we got a crazy letter here. Watch the curtains on the windows. If the house looks empty, come join me. I don't think anything actually happened in that book. It sure don't look like it. Okay, great. Well, so what else do I have over here that I haven't read yet? I got a lot of stuff I haven't read yet. But, Fantastic Four, 526. Let's just look in this. Writer Kurt Kessel. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Larry Stucker sounds like a name I should remember. Okay, that's is that Diablo? He's being evil. Ben and Johnny are fighting once again, apparently. I don't really know. I'm not familiar with this run. When did this come out? June 2005. Yeah, that was in one of the periods of time where I wasn't paying attention to comic books at all. Now that's something I like to see. Reed and Sue, like doing family stuff, like, that's how they should be, man. They shouldn't always just be fighting the whole time. Like, that's kind of lame. That's kind of dumb. You know what I mean? You got Wildstar. Gordon and Orway's Wildstar. November. Issue 4? It's an old Image book, so it's probably got awesome art and doesn't make any sense. The same way the star itself protected you when Dead Star blasted you. Okay. This looks like a Kirby pose. Is this like right out of a Jack Kirby book? Because that's what this looks like. I'm watching myself on the stream. That is so weird, man. That is so weird. Oh, it's Savage Dragon. Okay, hold on. Who worked on this book? Al Gordon, co-creator, writer, inker, Jerry Ordway. All the optics are all these people. I've never heard of you. Film output by what? None of this even makes any sense. Looks like some pretty cool fighting in here, though. That guy looks like a cyborg Hulk. I wonder if that's what he is. It is amazing the kind of stuff you get out of the 50-cent bin. Like, I got it. And boy, do I love getting free stuff. Of course, to get the free stuff, I go in there and I spend a lot of money. But they don't require that. That doesn't actually look that great. It's not how cheeks look. Unless he's got, like, some kind of deformity or something. Like he's got a burn that goes across there. That is way too many like little detail lines around the mouth. It doesn't look natural. This page, on the other hand, I kind of dig this. The flat black looks pretty good. This whatever it is going around his hand, that's awesome. Yeah, this page is definitely pretty cool. Oh, here he is fighting that cyborg Hulk dude, Mike Mignola. Yeah, you can see that I would have guessed that eventually if I hadn't been told. Oh, hi J Dot. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat until just a second ago. I'm just testing out this phone stuff and flipping through some comic books I had on my desk as a little test, just to see if this technology works. Like how this works. I've never streamed my phone before, so I was looking at some of the stuff that was just laying here. So these are the things I picked up on New Comic Book Day. I'm glad you could join me. Is the volume okay? Do I need to talk louder? Is it too loud? Like, I'm not listening to it, so I don't know what I sound like. The stream quality itself, the picture quality looks fine. I see a lot of MPEG compression artifacts and stuff in it when things change a lot. I don't know how to control the bit rate on my phone. I bought this magazine too a couple weeks ago, and I've only read a little bit of it. Sounds good. All right. Thank you very much for letting me know. What brings you by? Like, did you just want to see what I was doing? Because my title sure didn't make this sound very inviting, I don't think. Looks good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is awesome to hear. I got to sit down and read this whole thing because I know I'm going to enjoy it a lot. I can't believe that corner's taking a little tick. That's a shame. What else do I have laying over here on top of my desk? Let's see. Oh yeah, the other free or New Comic Book Day stuff I got last week. Dissension 2, X-Files 2, Silencer Annual. I already did reviews of those. They're up on the channel if you're interested. I really enjoyed Silencer 2, but it was a totally unnecessary book. Like, there's some cool stuff in here. Like, I really liked the fact that she met her husband in this book, because this is like years past, and they're already kind of cute together. So I just loved that. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. That was the best thing in that book, in my opinion. Let's see, Marvel previews. They shoved this in my hands when I was at Graham Crackers. I haven't even flipped through it yet. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, a spoiler? So when Cable cut Angel's wings off, he's turned him into Archangel, or he's like a techno-virus infected Archangel. That could be kind of cool. Why on earth is Iceman back? Nobody wants that book. And he's, like, kidnapped anyway. What? Whatever. Old Man Hawk. Why? And if he's Old Man Hawkeye, shouldn't Baron Zemo be dead by now? I don't know. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on with comic books, and I just... Okay, so this is related to this. Like, these are in the same kind of continuity. Look at this. Like, this looks like a serious kind of book. Like, oh man, we got Darkhawk, Sleepwalker, the Man Thing. They're all going to go do cool stuff. And then we look right over here, and we have this goofy whatever. The world is dying. What? Why? You know, you should at least not crack jokes in front of the thousands of people who are dying. That's a nice cover. That is a really nice cover. I like Alex Ross's art anyway. Who cares? Stop disassembling teams. Like, that got old in the 90s. They made Reed look like a cartoon. Oh, yeah. Back there on that Infinity Warps book, wherever it was. Like, the whole thing is unappealing. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. Am I even going to find it again? How is this organized? This doesn't even... This book does not look like these solicits are organized in any way. It was before Spider-Geddon. It was before Captain America. Hold on, we're going to find that. We're going to pull that back up. I can't get into the current Venom thing. I know a lot of people claim that it's really good, but I flipped through a couple issues. A couple? Yeah, I think I literally flipped through 2 issues, and it didn't do anything for me. Death of the Inhumans. I don't care. Is that bad of me? Like, I can't bring myself to care. Okay, we've apparently can't find that Infinity Warp. So you're right. They made Reed and everybody else look like a silly, goofy cartoon. It's a book that's taken place at the same time as billions dying. There shouldn't be anything funny about it. Like, go watch, like, the Avengers movies. Like, when Thanos is there and killing everybody, you know, nobody's cracking jokes. It's not the time or the place for it. I mean, you can go and watch, like, Age of Ultron at the beginning when they're fighting the Hydra dudes, and it's not that serious for any of them. Like, they do crack jokes. Oh, it's just one more page over. I feel so stupid now. Yeah, Reed looks like a goofy cartoon. This is Gamora and the Black Widow combined, also looking like a goofy. This is probably Reed and Johnny Storm combined. He's blonde. Or something. He's got like a transparent hand back here. Oh no, it's Reed and the Thing, and then Johnny and Sue are combined, I guess. That's creepy. Yeah, that's really creepy. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm looking at it. What the heck? Oh yeah, ooh, Web of Venom, Carnage Born. That might be kind of cool. Hates Donny Cates. I might get that. I don't really like Donny Cates that much, but Carnage might be kind of cool. I've been kind of missing some Spider-Man action in my life. And I think I might have pre-ordered this one. I can't remember if I actually signed the paperwork for it. Yeah, it can be lighthearted points, but it shouldn't be a dominant tone. You're right. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I say that because you agree with me. I mean, like, you've got freaking King the Conqueror, Loki, the Hulk. Like, you've got all this crazy firepower here, plus her, and you're telling me that this is the tone in the same event? No, it's not. That's stupid. I thought this would be fun, though. Typhoid Fever, all about Typhoid Mary. Like, she's a character that I remember kind of fondly from, like, the 80s comics, but that's about it. Dead Man Logan. Oh, you know what? In Extermination, how is he even alive? Like, you're telling me all the rest of the X-Men didn't... Number 1 of 12? What? Ay, 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 ay. The writing's been on the wall for months now. Logan is dying, and he ain't getting any better. Sick from the adamantium coating his skeleton. His search for a cure has led to nothing but dead ends. But for what... Okay, he just betrayed all of his friends at the end of Extermination 2. Hold on. Where's that book at? This is... right there. He's getting ready to go murder all the other X-Men. You're telling me that somebody on the X-Men's not going to kill him? You don't need two Wolverines around anyway. You've got regular Wolverine back with his barbecue claws now. What do you need old man Wolverine for? I don't know. I never really liked bringing Old Man Logan into the present. Wasn't the last Vision series like a complete train wreck? Why are they doing this again? Well, that's kind of cool. Daredevil in that old school costume. What is this? Hidden Gem variant cover by Joe Quesada. Ooh, I kind of like that box. That'd be good to put my X-Men books in. $9 though. You know, one thing I was thinking about doing is... Let me grab the phone. Sorry, I know this is like ugly and stuff. Haven't paid much attention to Marvel. I don't doubt it. I don't blame you. Those are all comics that I have duplicates of. So the real ones are in the long boxes, but those right there are all extras. So I was thinking, we'll put this back up here so I'm not holding the camera and giving you a shaky cam. So what I was thinking about doing, actually, is... Hey, don't dim the screen. Is taking some of those books and like decoupaging them onto long boxes, or no, short boxes. Oh, what do I got over here anyway? I mean, like this Wolverine book. It's actually not that good. I got those out of a 50-cent bin, and it turns out I accidentally pulled 2 copies of them. And I read these. I was expecting something good, and instead it was actually kind of terrible. This one's even got a crinkle in it. I was thinking of cutting these up and kind of decoupaging them onto the box I have my X-Men in. I think it might be kind of cool, but then I was flipping through this one in particular, and it's like, this is stupid. So I probably won't do that with that one. You know, maybe some of these other ones, like, that could be kind of cool to have on an indie box. I mean, look at this thing. I don't even know what's going on here. I haven't read these yet. Yeah, open a comic you haven't read. That's a smart idea. Oh no, this one I wouldn't do that with. That's something I'm saving for somebody else. Oh, what else do I got up here? I got this crazy thing, like Tinseltown I'm saving. That could go in my Valiant box. I mean, I got a bunch of these Valiant books. I got them for 20 cents each at the Goodwill. And they'd look pretty cool on a box, I think. Oh man, an ad for Rifts. That's a... You know, they still publish that. Palladium still exists, and the same guy runs it, and he still publishes stuff the same way he always did, which is basically he does whatever he wants, and everybody else can jump off a bridge. That's some good-looking stuff, man. I gotta tell you, early 90s comics, like, sometimes things were kind of not so great looking, especially at Marvel, but other publishers, where all the great Marvel heroes went to, they're heroes, artists went to, well, I guess they were heroes too, turned out pretty good looking. Oh man, dancing with like a python or something. That's crazy. We're doing some voodoo stuff over here. That's kind of what I like about Shadow Man, is like the voodoo stuff. It's a shame the current Shadow Man run keeps letting me down. I'm gonna drop it from my pull list pretty soon if it doesn't straighten up. Wait, do I actually... Oh, I must have bought 2 of these. This would be another good one to put on a Marvel box, the one that has all my Fantastic Four stuff in it. And if you decoupage it on, the glue that you use should form a pretty good barrier, so that it's not like just going to tear right off of the book afterwards. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I might do. What else am I going to do with, like, what is that, like 100 comic books? I could donate them, but then I'd have to actually flip through and make sure that the stuff in them is appropriate. Because if, for example, where the Wolverine books went, like, okay, there were Wolverine books. Here they are, right on top. Like, I would not give these to a kid. They're full of blood and guts and terrible stuff. It's absolutely gory. Like, I couldn't give this to the children's hospital. Look at this. This is disgusting. The next issue is just as bad. Like, you might think, oh, it won't be so bad, but there's like a scene where the dude shoves a coat hanger up through Wolverine's nose. Somewhere in here. Yeah, it's like right here, and there's like brain everywhere. It's terrible. Oh man, the True Believer stuff. Since you mentioned that, I love these. I've been every one that's come out since like February or something, I have picked up. These are my #1 jam. Let's just put these back on the shelf before they get misplaced or something. Yeah, those are like my #1 jam. My #2 jam are all these Alterna books. By a stupid coincidence, stupid trick of fate, I've ended up with 2 copies of every Alterna comic. It's... So, the way that happened, and it's just dumb. It shows you why Diamond is terrible. But while I'm here, I'm going to grab this, because Peter Smetty loves sending me these bags. You know, every Alterna book I've read, and I haven't read all of them, I have them all, but I haven't sat down to read all of them yet. Some of them I've been kind of sitting on, like it came out on Wednesday. But I went to get them on my pull list, and like 3 months later, the store owner's like, look, Diamond's not sending me these. He's like, they finally sent me one. but none of the other ones, and it's like got a shredded cover. I'm like, what the heck? So I just ordered from Peter at Alternate Comics Direct. I just was like, hey, I'm going to get the subscription. And so Peter Simeti's been packing them up and sending them to me very promptly. They usually get here before I expect them to. But then Diamond started shipping my pull list stuff to my store, Graham Cracker Comics, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I am just going to get 2 copies of them. I mean, they're only $1.50, and I can give some of these to like my nephew, all the fun adventure ones, and the other ones, you know, I'll figure out what to do with some of the scarier ones, or I can just hold on to them for somebody else. You never know. What else I got on my desk? I got my little card box on my desk. The most important things I keep in here are my 2 little sketch cards that Peter Simeti made for me from Kickstarter. This one's from the Amazing Age Zero Kickstarter. It's a shame how that creative team has treated Peter Simeti. And this one was from the Go West graphic novel Kickstarter. I mean, paying $15 for a 5-minute sketch card ain't bad, man. That ain't bad at all. And I like this little box. It doesn't close all the way because that one card is in a thicker container that's kind of tall. So it doesn't quite close. But I like this little box. It's an Ultra Pro. I got it for like $2 or something, I think. Maybe $3 at Graham Crackers. I also go to Westfield Comics here in Madison. Spread the love. But Jay Dodd, thank you so much for joining me here and hanging out with me. I do have to go, and like it says on the label, this was just a test stream to see if this stuff would work and how the conversation would flow between, like, you, is that pointing at you? You and me? That it's really awkward to point at something vertical. And see if this is something I might be able to do. And you have a great day. And yeah, that's it. Just have a great day. And I'll see you around, I'm sure. And bye-bye. Like, this is really awkward signing off because I've never, like, signed off from a conversation stream before. Like, I don't know what to do. How do I even stop it? Oh, that's a good question. Is it the X? Yes, it is. All right, I'm out. Have a great night. Bye-bye.